So And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
We just heard Temple of Saturn by Genotype off their new album GE3, which comes out this Friday the 13th.
Friday.
And we have a review done by Paulie B up on the website, themetalexperience.com.
For the new album already. It's awesome.
The new album's out already?
No,
it comes out Friday the 13th.
but Paul got an exclusive.
Advanced copy.
And then we heard
He must be
Doing
special.
Me Wonders by Nidosaur, and their new album comes out October 23rd.
Yep.
And that song was, the album's called Future Songs.
It is.
Nidosaur, how did we meet Nidosaur?
We saw them at the Doom Room.
a couple years back. And that one, the bassist had some fucking chops.
Yeah.
Some mutton chops.
There's some pretty cool pictures on the internet of us with Nidosaur after the fact.
There's some pretty embarrassing pictures
They've
of
got
us on
awesome
the internet,
shirts.
too. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge. You don't have chin hair anymore. Just the knowledge.
I can't.
The knowledge, man.
The knowledge of power.
The knowledge of power.
Is that like Schoolhouse Rock?
I don't know. That's where I got it from yesterday.
Charlie's hanging out over there. Slamming bevs. We got Mega Mo!
He's smart because
Hanging
Steve's
out.
here. We all
Damn,
have to
that
get
comes
drunk now.
And we are rocking out here with us for the third time.
The third time.
Scars
Third time's the charm. This time
of
it won't
Armageddon.
suck.
So let's go
Mainly
a little
because
bit back
Dave and Jay aren't here.
in
Yeah, this one's gonna be
history.
really good.
June 25th of 2013 was your first appearance on the show.
Holy shit!
We
wow.
were in Chicago at
4 fucking years
Portage
ago.
Theater
Wow.
area. Then
Six Corners.
the last time we saw you guys during our show was January 21st of 2014.
Damn.
So that was like 6 months after the fact.
Yeah, that was
We
actually.
caught up
yeah.
with you guys.
Yeah, because the first time our album wasn't out yet, and the second
And then
time
the second
it
time
was,
you brought
right.
it back. So we do this for every band that comes on 3 times.
What the
you were
fuck have you guys been
joining-
up to?
joining
An elite.
a club.
The club.
Prestige.
A club.
It's called Prestige.
So
Dun.
this is the first time I've done this way to surprise a band. So be
We got
very,
you a
very.
stripper.
No, we did not.
It better not be Steve.
It's Steve. Very, very carefully lift up your microphone stand.
What? Nothing.
That's yours. You can remove them from underneath the microphone.
Oh, it
stand.
must be stuck under there.
That's awesome.
Paul's like, nothing.
I don't have one.
What do I get? Well, because I'm the bass player, right?
Oh, my goodness. Why don't you guys go ahead and reintroduce yourselves to the Metal Experience world and who's missing tonight and what you do in the band?
Cool. I'm George. I play guitar and do backing vocals. Who's not here would be our vocalist. He's on a cruise, soaking up the rays in the Caribbean.
Didn't invite you guys.
Every 3 months he goes on a fucking vacation, man.
It's not every 3. It's like every 6, but like still, his family is on the
Almost like
cruises.
every 3.
And then our drummer is at home with the 3 kids.
And I'm Paulie. I'm the bass player guy.
The bass player guy.
You diddle the bass.
I fiddle the diddle.
So, funny story. I saw Paul at a burrito joint like 2 weeks ago. Like, randomly, like, Paul?
You like burritos too?
You love burritos as much as I do?
So do I.
I'm more about the tacos
Tacos?
and
All right.
the guac. I'm a big guac guy.
Oh, man, I love guac.
So-
Morgan hates guac for some reason.
I don't like
blows
it.
my mind.
It depends who makes it though, because you'd think like something like guac would be like just super easy, but it's not.
I'm a human garbage disposal, so I will eat any guac.
I like some
Even
smooth guac.
Borderline moldy guac. I'll probably take a chance on it.
I would
I
definitely
mean, it
take-
looks like mold.
take
How do you tell if
chunky
it's
more than
moldy?
smooth, but you know, I'm not really picky when it comes to
Mix
as long
it
as it
in.
doesn't suck, then I'll definitely eat it. But
How you said your food wasn't that great that night though?
yeah, it's the past couple times we've been there, it's not been up to par.
I don't. Maybe I just have stupid taste buds because I ate that. My order was like I was like 2 people after you, and my food was super awesome.
I don't know if it's just
Maybe they just knew he was a bass player and
and
was like, "Fuck that,
that
dude."
too. And
That
they're
guy
like,
plays bass. Fuck
Yeah.
up his order.
We got the really good stash over on the griddle on this side, and then we got like the fatty, gristly, just nasty parts on the other side that we kind
Really?
of season better than the other to kind of hide it.
Yours was fatty and gristly.
Oh yeah.
But extra seasoning.
This is how
was
you wanted to
seasoned really
start
well.
an interview is talking about tacos.
Hey,
You know what?
Let's
If
tacos fucking rule.
I know that, but we're not here to talk about
like
tacos.
90%
We're
of the
talking.
time. Oh, sorry.
We're talking
I just eat it. I eat the fat.
about the
I'm just like,
brand new
whatever.
album we're going to hear tonight and everything that is new and upcoming for Scars of Armageddon, because they have a lot of awesome things going on right now, and we need to hear all about it. You're wasting time with Taco
Sorry.
Talk.
That's not wasting. That's
That's wasting time.
Hey,
if you're
cool,
not
it's real
eating
life.
it,
I mean, we
then
can come
don't
back
talk.
for a fourth time. We can just talk about tacos.
What
You
happened
definitely
last
could.
time? We spent like an hour or something talking about beers.
That doesn't surprise
Hey, I got a new
That might have
segment.
happened, yes.
New segment. Tuesday Taco Talk.
Oh my
Tuesday
god.
Taco
Oh
Talk.
my God, it is Taco Tuesday. Holy
It
shit.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm
They
going
have
to the bar
tacos here.
after this.
They
Do
have tacos here. Yeah.
All right. Well, Scars of Armageddon. You
Tuesdays.
guys just made a very exciting announcement last week.
You guys like
Yeah.
tacos?
We love
Dun, dun, dun.
So let's announce it for the world on the microphone rather than social media.
The book face?
Yes, we actually just signed a worldwide distribution deal with Pure Steel Promotion out of Germany. Woo!
Yes.
Yay!
For our upcoming album called Dead End. I don't know if we've actually announced that it's called Dead End, but it's called Dead End.
The Germans like us very much.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Danke, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what this distribution deal is going to do for you. Like,
And how did you guys find these guys?
Well, we
Went to Germany, had some beers.
I
no
wish.
when we were
Talked about bratwursts.
when we had the album finished and we were talking about it, we came up with a list. We came up with like a list of labels who we were going to send our stuff out to, labels we'd like to be on, like specific, like what we like, kind of like a hierarchy of like where we would want to go. And so we sent it out to, I don't know, I think like a total of like 30 labels or something like that.
It was a
And
lot.
yeah, it was a lot,
It was
and
a
we only
lot.
heard back from 2 of them, and these were the only ones that actually offered us anything, and it actually wound up working out to where it wasn't just complete bullshit, and they were actually pretty interested in doing it, so which is always awesome.
And you said they're out of Germany?
Yes.
What was the name of the?
Pure Steel, or they've got like a gazillion subsidiaries. It's Pure Steel Records essentially, but since they're just since it's not like since we're not one of their artists, it's out of their promotion like subsidiary. They've got like a specific prog one, like a death one. And it's awesome.
That is cool.
They're a pretty cool company. They've got a lot of really good bands on there. They've got a really good back catalog. So for like underground metal, so
Fuck yeah.
works for us,
Yeah.
So the new
especially
CD.
for like European distribution, because sending shit over there is super expensive.
Oh yeah. Has the new CD been officially released yet?
No,
No.
we just made the announcement about the distribution deal a couple weeks ago. I don't have an exact date, but in mid-October we're announcing, or they're going to release the album cover and the first single, which you're going to get a preview of tonight.
Hell yeah.
And the lyric video that goes with that song, and then hopefully the release date too.
Because that would be awesome.
So you're at the mercy of them telling you when you're releasing your CD.
Right
Pretty
now,
much.
yeah.
Nice. But the whole CD's done. Everything's done,
Yeah.
ready to go.
It's been done for a long time.
Okay.
We're already almost like halfway done writing the next
Yeah, I was
one.
looking at a picture on Facebook. Speaking of that, the memories shit. And
Oh, yeah.
it was
are you
actually
gonna
a
cry?
picture-
Can we get him a napkin? He may cry,
I might.
Charlie.
It was a good bass taking day. So
No.
it's like, oh, it's me in the studio. What? Oh shit, 2015. Damn.
And it's funny because we chronicled the whole thing too, and we filmed it all. And I was like, shit. The other night, I was like, this is getting pretty close to coming out. I guess I should edit all this stuff together.
So
But
where,
Yeah, I kinda want my
like,
camera
we
back.
started recording that like 2 years ago. It's crazy.
where did you guys record the CD at?
We recorded this the same place we recorded the first one at Black and White Studios in New Lenox, Milkina, with Matt Motto of the band Disona.
Nice, Matt
Yeah.
Motto.
He's awesome, and everyone that's heard our album loves it. In fact, so Active Destruction is now recording their upcoming EP with him. The Aperture Schematic starts recording theirs in November,
Nice.
and we'll be back with him at the beginning of next year to do the third one.
Ooh.
You got a
Very
lot
cool.
of cool new toys to play with, and it just made the whole thing just really super easy.
Yeah, the first one like exceeded our expectations immensely. We went in just recording just to record a demo, and it turned out like we had no idea what we were getting into. I actually found him on Craigslist looking for a bass player. I found him. I found him on there, so that's actually how we got in contact with him. So
Recording
Full
wise, you're
circle.
talking about Matt, right?
yeah,
Okay.
that's how we found Matt. I was
I'm
looking
not
for
on
a
the
bass
first
player.
one.
Yeah, he's actually not on our first record. He's in the CD check and everything, but I recorded half the bass on that album.
Who recorded the other half?
Our original bass player who just suddenly left the band.
What a wiener.
Yeah, because
Look
I
what
played all the
he's
guitars
missing
on
out
that one
now.
too.
His loss.
Yeah.
So the album is called once
Yep.
again Dead End,
Yes.
and I've seen the artwork. I'll show Luco this in a minute.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, you get a
But
preview.
tell us
I'm
who
shop liver.
designed it. How did you name it?
The album is named after the second track on the album called Dead End, obviously. The artwork was done by Lucas Durham. He's a guy I went to school with. I went to the American Academy of Art in Chicago.
The titular track.
Yeah.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I'll try and make this not a super damn long story because everyone always asks us about like the chick that's on all of our artwork and stuff. When I was in college with him, he had a project where they had to like design album cover, something like that. And the band I was in college called Embrace the Unknown, we were recording our EP, and he was just like, "Yo, why don't I just do your cover for you?" So we came up with this concept for like this girl. Her name is Lil Gracie. It's actually in the press release, so now everyone knows that.
Lil
Well, stop
Gracie.
asking me. Yeah. So we came up with this really cool concept for her, and the cover didn't exactly turn out like what our original concept was, but it was still awesome. And so, but Embrace the Unknown broke up, and we never got to use that cover. So when Scars released Never Sleep Again, it was a no-brainer. Like, hey, I've already got this awesome album artwork. We might as well use it. So, so for this one, yeah, I hit him up again. I was like, yo, man, I want you to do our cover again. And he was super excited to do it, and so I sent him the lyrics to the like half the songs on the album, and he came up with this super like blown concept, and that's what the album cover is,
It's pretty sweet looking.
It
which
is.
everyone will see in like 2 weeks.
He's nice.
Is nice.
It's gonna look really awesome on the new T-shirts.
It's got
yeah.
everything you expect on a good album cover.
What about those hoodies? We're still gonna go through with those hoodies because those are
Probably.
pretty badass too. But
I need to win the lotto first so we can actually release all this really cool stuff we have in mind.
yeah.
Well, what track would you like to start off playing?
Let's play everyone a sneak peek of what's the first single going to be. This one's going to be called Lockdown.
Ooh, all right. Well, let's listen to it first, and then we'll discuss what Lockdown is all about. Here is, off of Dead End, Scars of Armageddon's track, Lockdown.
Subconsciously thinking again, except not to ruin. Inside my head, watching the moments, wanting to die. The solitary state of suicide.
What's up, everybody? This is Tom.
This is Mike.
This is Greg.
This is John.
This is Dean.
We are Endgame.
And you are listening to The Metal Experience, the most fucking metal radio show on the dial.
Woo! And we just heard Scars of Armageddon. That was the first single
Heavily edited.
that was heavily
Yes,
edited.
that's the radio edit of
edit.
the song. It's edited from 14 minutes down to 7.5.
And that was Lockdown.
Yes.
Heavily edited.
Heavily edited.
Edited.
Oh my goodness.
But
Well,
yeah,
that was-
no, that'll be the first single that is actually released. There's a lyric video that go to it that is absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
Who did the lyric video for you guys?
SG Designs, he's in Europe. He actually did Pyramaze's 22nd or 20 whatever century or 22nd century or whatever is the name of one of the songs off their new album. And we love the video so much that I found his info and contacted him.
Young dude.
Yeah, super young dude. I think
Yeah.
the dude's like 20 years old or something.
20,
Or, like,
early
he-
20s.
He lives in like the Czech Republic or something. The dude did a phenomenal job off of like zero direction given from me besides what the song was about. So.
Young dude. I was expecting Paul to be like, guy's 7 years old.
He's a prodigal genius.
Young dude.
He might be.
7-year-old. 7-year-old dude. Awesome.
He's got a great career ahead of him. He's only 7.
Yeah.
Let's talk influences. Your sound is very old school power metal, which is not really heard that much in the local scene anymore. So you guys are definitely keeping
You
it
guys are the only ones doing it.
original because you know you have a sound
I think
of your
we're
own.
technically one of 3 power metal bands in Chicago. Although I don't really hear much from Moros Nix. And then I guess we were the only ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to place
'Cause
on
there's
who the
a-
other two would be, and I just
There's a
can't.
few more that like Ion Vein doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So who do
I
you
mean, like
listen
Divinity
to?
Compromise
then?
is more prog.
Power metal is kind of a dying breed, which kind of sucks.
In the U.S., I mean, actually, there's a really, really good underground like power metal scene in the U.S. There's killer bands that are still doing it, like Judicator out of Arizona and Utah. Those guys are really good. Shadow Strike out of New York. Who else? The name Skyliner out of Florida. There's a few really good bands. I mean, Mind Maze is more like progressive out of Pennsylvania. They're probably the biggest one,
Yeah.
I would say, because they're on Interwan Records right now. But yeah, there's a pretty good like array of like underground power metal. There's a few bands still trying to do it.
I do love me some power metal though.
Well, there's a big difference too, because like the European power metal's like, you know, there's a lot more like keyboard influence and stuff, whereas the U.S. power metal has way more of like a thrash edge to it.
The speed stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if you can't hear Iced Earth and like stuff like that in our stuff, I don't know what you're listening to. The best we've ever been told after a show was, you guys are like awesome. You guys remind me of like System of a Down. And we all kind of scratched our heads and we were like, thanks for listening,
What
man.
the hell
Yeah,
was
cool.
somebody?
You know what? I hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
System
Yeah,
of a Down.
Dave's like rapping, right?
I hear a jump, pogo, 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 pogo.
That's my favorite one we've gotten though. But yeah,
Was this guy like dead serious when he approached
He
you?
was
Oh, he was.
dead
He
serious.
was just.
dead
Guys remind me of
serious.
System of a Down.
Down.
That was awesome. System of a Down. I was, what?
I don't remember System of a Down being that good a guitarist.
Oh, that's pretty hilarious.
I mean, Darren Malakian or whatever his name is, I could probably pronounce it, is actually a pretty good guitar player, but I mean,
I don't think he can bust them tasty
yeah,
solos
I
like
don't
you
think
can,
you can
George.
either, George.
No.
And Serge
Thanks.
could not do those high pitch.
There's no way.
no Willy Willy Woos.
And the
Crazy.
squealy, squealy, squeeze.
Unless we made him cry.
Kick him in the balls.
But no, as like far as influences, it's pretty cool because there's a 10-year age gap in the band actually, and our influences are, there's very few bands that we all share. I mean, we of course like all share like your Judas Priest, your Iron Maiden, stuff like that, Metallica, Megadeth, stuff like that. But like Dave is into all the hair metal shit.
I can totally see it.
Oh, like I mean, like I like a lot of hair metal too, but he's into like the super lame shit, like Firehouse and stuff like that.
I
Just
seriously could
Cinderella.
see Dave in
If it
his
was made
spare
in the
time
80s.
wearing
Oh,
makeup.
He was
If-
all.
if-
he's all
if-
about
He's a pretty
anything
boy.
from the 80s.
Yeah, just at least he doesn't wear his leather pants on stage anymore. That
Oh
was
my God.
that was a phase
Yeah.
we just had to get rid of.
He doesn't
The
tease
first
his
time
hair
we,
either.
the first
First time we met
Dave,
him, he was wearing.
he had a mustache
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Sweet mustache.
No, it wasn't. He looked like a Chester molester.
Was it
All
a
he
porn
needed
stash?
was like a '73 like Chevy Astro.
He's got it. But he's got like
And-
a what is it? Like an '84
Ridiculous.
Trans Am or something.
Thanks, dude.
It's not even a cool Trans Am.
That was early
Not
90s
even
or
a cool
something.
Oh, is it?
Trans Am.
No, it's when they started becoming a sports car, not a muscle car. But no, but yeah. So Dave's all into like the super '80s stuff. His favorite band of all time is Journey. Our,
I can see it.
yeah, our drummer comes from a like pretty much death metal background. Every band he's ever been in has been death metal. So like when we first started playing, like the first single or the first song we ever wrote was Our Dying Day. Because that was a song I had pre-written for this band, and like when we were practicing stuff, I had to ask him if he was bored because it looked like it was nothing to him.
Are you bored back there?
I've asked him that after shows too, like, "Yo, are you doing okay? Like, you enjoy this, man?" And he's
just
just
not a
like, "Yeah, it's
very-
great." He's just not doing like blast beats at like 200 beats per minute anymore.
Not real expressional behind the kid.
What happens if you randomly put a blast beat in the song?
There is one on the album.
Yeah.
You let him have it.
Yeah.
We let him have it.
Nice.
It actually works really well. It sounds badass.
We'll let you have one blast beat.
Instead of going to be like,
He's got to keep his chops up.
Yeah.
You know, choose wisely.
Yes, but he comes from a pretty death metal background, and then Paulie.
It'd be more thrash and like power groove kind of a background. I always liked power metal. I was just never really big into it until I met these jamokes. And
Yeah, because we stole him from a band called Audacity that doesn't exist anymore.
I know Audacity.
I know Audacity.
I know Audacity.
I saw you with Audacity.
Yeah,
you did.
we
Yes,
we
you
went
did.
through like
It's actually Mike's birthday.
it is.
Yes,
It's Domino's birthday today. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mike. Why are
Happy
you,
birthday,
why are you
Mikey.
moving Paul? It's
I don't
not
know.
Paul's birthday.
Was it
there.
today
It's
or is
Mike's.
yesterday?
I'm getting
His birthday's today.
His birthday's today.
He's the 10th.
I don't know.
Paul.
But yeah, no. When we went to record the first album, like we actually lost our original guitar player and our bass player all at the same time. So like I recorded all the guitars, and then we went through like 8 before we found him, which was a trying time for the band.
You know, it's weird because Jason, I called Jason about like 2 years, maybe almost 2 years before then.
Probably.
Mike and I were actually looking for a drummer before we started the whole Audacity thing. We had a whole repertoire of our own songs, and I was like, hey, you know, what are you doing? I need a badass drummer. I know you'd fit in really well. And he's like, actually, I can't do it. I don't have the time. I forgot, what was the band he was? Revile?
Reviled was the band he was in before that.
He was just moving out of that, and he's like, oh, I'm starting this new band with these other guys called Scars of Armageddon. So I was like, all right, cool, you know, don't have time, that's fine, you know, good luck with that, and, you know, talk to you later. And then about
2 years
2
later.
years later, he gives me a call, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, oh, not much. You know, what are you up to? How's Scars doing? He's like, oh, that's good. And we played a show with him with when I was in Audacity. We played a show with Scars at the
Yodi.
old Miss Yodi.
Rest in peace.
Oh. And he's like, yeah, you know, Sean's kind of being flaky. He's like, would you mind covering a couple shows for us? And I was like, all right, yeah, because we're not doing anything on Audacity, and we don't know what the hell is going on with that. And I was like, I'll come and fill in. So it was about a week later, I showed up to the practice spot, and that first night I got
And he's
like,
never left.
yeah, I've never left. I don't know what the guys they
left
drugged me
tonight.
or some shit.
let him out.
But I got like half the songs down that first night, and it was just really,
It was awesome.
really easy to get into it. They were really easy to jam with, communicate with, and yeah. So I tried again the next week, and they're like, "Oh, do you want the job?"
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And that's how they got me to stay.
Yeah, and then I'm the power prog guy, so they're all that's the main direction I guess that we take. Because my big influences are Iced Earth, Halloween, Iron Maiden, and then like Dream Theater of course and stuff like that. So
Agent Steel.
Agent Steel's pretty solid. Not one of my big influences, but they're good.
So, I totally forgot about this, but we mentioned Audacity. I still have a blow-up monkey from when Audacity came on,
shit,
signed by all you
yeah.
guys. It was in our band room at my house.
That's right.
Now I think it's in storage because I, moved, but I still have that monkey, and it was still
I
hanging
made
on
sure
our
the
speaker.
monkey got packed.
It was still from the tail. It was hanging on our.
I still
our
got that
speaker.
picture somewhere where Mike's all
You guys
like
fucking-
halfway naked.
Insisted on bringing a bunch of balloons.
No, they hit up the dollar store. Before
Yeah,
they,
he
with
blew up balloons
tons
on the
of
show.
Stuff, just dollar store
awesome.
things, and the whole room was filled with balloons. There was the monkey that was jerking off.
It was
like,
like,
uh,
a clown came
party-
into the
other
room
party
without the
favors too,
makeup
noise
and
makers
just
and
shit
shit.
on our
I feel like
studio.
we have to top that now.
Oh, we can definitely do that.
We'll play a song. We'll play a long song, and you guys find a Dollar Tree.
I mean, that shouldn't be too hard. Every song is like 12 minutes on the album. It's like 10 songs, 6 hours long. No, it's actually only 10 songs, 70 minutes long. That's all right.
Yeah, we had a compromise. Like, how much time do we actually have to put on something? And
Well, it was only going to be 9 songs, 60 minutes, but we wrote a song last minute. We're like, yeah, this needs to be on the album, so it's there. It was
How
pretty.
long?
It pretty much came into like fruition in the studio because I think no one knew it besides me and Dave. So he had to learn. He had to like write his part in the studio on the spot. Jason was like, "What am I supposed to play here?" We're like, "I don't know. Just listen to it. Figure it out."
there was a few parts like that. I was so I didn't know what the hell to do with them until we got in the studio. Then I just looked at Matt. I'm like, all right, we got to figure this shit out now. and we did. And
Yeah, it sounds
we're not
great.
really happy with it. So
Well, why don't we play another track?
Maybe we should play that one.
Uh-oh, Greg's here.
we could.
What
that one?
track?
Endless Horizon. Let's play that one. No one. This is a song you absolutely have never heard us play live. How
Oh
about
my
that?
god.
Oh,
it's funny because when you guys were playing Lockdown, you're like,
Like,
brand new song.
song, wow.
I look at George, I'm like, I know this song.
It's actually funny because the first album, we had more songs than those 6 that made that album. But those were the 6 I chose to be on the album because I was like, every one of these songs is a good overview of what we do. And then so there was a few left off. So like Wasteland's like the 3rd song we ever wrote on this album. So yeah, there's a few songs on here that are super old. Dead End is kind of an old tune. Lockdown's an old tune that we kind of revamped that we play live now. But yeah, so let's play a song we've never played live before. This is Endless Horizon.
Hey, this is Pete.
Tanner.
And we're Bloodletter, and you're listening to
And we are back. We just heard the preview for Endless Horizon.
That was the radio edit version.
the radio
right?
edit, the heavily radio
That
edit.
one is 17 minutes long, marked down to 9.
Damn, that's a lot of cutting.
Yeah, I know, right?
So fans can expect a lot from what we just heard.
Yeah,
But it's
it
all-
really sucked. You know, I'm like super against all that like shit, but we wound up doing it anyway because, you know, gotta do what you gotta do.
Meh.
Yeah.
Eh.
But yes, that was another amazing track, I do got to say, gentlemen.
Awesome. Thank you.
That was the Sailing Ships and Setting Suns version.
There's a lot of sailing ships and setting suns in that song. Oh, man.
As
We're
many
sitting
moons
there,
pass.
And we're listening to for the first time when Max had Matt had
Oh, yeah.
the rough
That's right.
copy of it. And we're all listening to it, and I was like, all right. And he posted.
We fucked it up when we were doing the
Yeah.
pre-production for the album, and we accidentally played the chorus like twice, both of the first 2 times. So, and like it's an Iron Maiden type chorus where like there's 2 lines and that's the chorus. So it was like 12 times in a row, and it was just obnoxious.
And I just
So we're
looked
like,
up.
Studio Magic, please cut like 12 of those.
And I just looked up just nonchalantly. I'm like, fuck, man, that's a lot of Sailing Ships and Setting Suns.
It's a good song though. I actually enjoy that. Dave wrote that one, but most
Yeah.
of it, besides like the Iron Maiden middle part, I wrote that.
Guitar wise, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, all of our songs start off on guitar first and then get written as the whole band and then the lyrics are last.
Well,
Yeah.
it's about that time.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's
Hammer time.
to hear it from Dirty D.
Time to sit back and relax and listen to the one that the metal gods themselves gave us. It's time for the heaviest of them all, the chin hair of knowledge.
Indeed.
So, what do you got for us tonight?
I guess I put a B in front of tour, so I got Batur news.
But okay, we got.
Nice.
Give me some Batur news. Batur news.
So yes, Belfagor U.S. tour with Cryptopsy and Hate.
Nice.
December 3rd at the Forge in Joliet.
Our friends in
Who's that
Orinoco
opening
are
band?
playing with them. You can buy tickets off Orinoco.
But it's
Foreign Taco.
Belfagor, Cryptopsy, and Hate.
Huh, cool.
And then Crowbar, Tombs, Insight, and Tri-County Terror. November 27th at Reggie's.
Todd is stoked.
Yeah.
Then Morgan, I already told you about this, but
Yes.
Avenged Sevenfold with both my Valentine and Breaking Benjamin.
All right.
January
Yay.
Down,
25th
guys.
at the Peoria Civic Center in Peoria.
And you know Greg will be there. Greg Master with the donuts.
That's why would you even mention that shit?
Well, first of all,
I mean, like, Avenged is actually really good live.
They are really good live.
First of all, that the singer is a relative of Morgan and myself.
All right, calm down.
So yes,
Oh, really?
yes,
So do you get in, like, for free?
no.
Oh, well, fuck him then.
The next bit of Batur news that I've got coming up is Black Label Society
Yeah, I just saw that today.
with Corrosion of Conformity and
Yeah.
I Hate God.
Really? That's an interesting tour.
January 3rd at the House of Blues.
Huh. Hob.
That's
Or
pretty cool.
if you want February 8th at the Raven Milwaukee.
That
But
would be the one I would go to.
but
But-
no, I Hate God. It's Red Fang instead.
I'd be going to House of Blues.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Not that I hate Red Fang, but, like, I Hate God is way better.
yeah. And cool thing is I'll be seeing I Hate God twice next year, which would be cool. Yes.
Nice.
And then one of my personal favorite bands has announced a U.S. tour. It's Exhumed. They will be touring with Archaic as support, and it's December 5th at Reggie's.
Nice.
Reggae's.
So I will be there. I
Reggie's?
just bought my ticket. It'll be my 10th time seeing Exhumed.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm actually, for upcoming tours, I'm super excited for that Trivium Arch Enemy tour.
I want to go to that.
Interesting. I didn't hear
I
about that one.
think I will be at work.
That sucks.
But yes, And then the final bit of tour news is Alice Cooper has announced the Paranormal Evening with Alice Cooper U.S. tour,
Sweet.
where it's only going to be Alice Cooper. No openers, no nothing.
But like Nita Strauss.
He's playing
Yes.
for 7 hours.
It's March 13th at the Tex Slayer Center in Moline, Illinois, or March 14th at the Orpheum Theater in Madison.
The Orpheum. Okay.
Never heard of that place.
I haven't
It's
either.
Wisconsin. Does anyone like pay attention to Wisconsin?
I don't know. I just listed them both just in case if you really want to go, you could make it to either one.
Yeah.
So,
The Wisconsin place has spotted cow.
You and your fucking spotted cow, man. It's not that great.
Dude, Spotted Cow is my jam. I
Shut
was
up,
drinking
George.
that yesterday.
That's like the worst beer they brew, though.
Dude, Spotted Cow's so good.
I like that Oktoberfest
But you know
one
what?
that they make.
The Oktoberfest is fantastic.
Yeah, the Staghorn.
I love their brewery, except for Spotted Cow.
I was drinking it out of
Then just
cans
don't drink the
yesterday.
fucking spotted cow.
I don't.
Leave it for me, and we go to enjoy.
I was drinking out
Alright.
of can. Have you had it out of the can?
Yeah.
I liked it better in the bottle.
But every time we go up there, they don't have like the tour rolling, and Spotted Cow is never the specific beer in the line. And I was like, one of these fucking days, you're gonna owe me
Oh, I just go to whatever grocery store up there and buy a 12er.
because they do it like straight off the line. Like,
Yeah.
just from the vat before they even.
I just
can
put
it
my
or
mouth
bottle
right
it
on
or
the
keg
vat.
it. It's just right there.
What?
So good.
Oh, I would get
Suck
kicked out
away.
that day. I would. Oh yeah, I'd
Straight
gladly
from
get
the
kicked
vat.
out of that place that
Straight
day.
from the vat's teeth.
All right. Let's get off
That's a-
whatever
I
topic
feel like that's
we're
a
on
really good
now.
black
Up top,
metal
Paul.
album.
I'm a big fan of
And
Spotted Cow.
what else you got, Derek?
That's it with the Batur news.
Okay.
The random news is Flesh God Apocalypse has announced that frontman Tommaso Riccardi has quit the band
What?
due
He
to
got tired
personal
of playing
reasons.
the exact same song over and over and over again.
As a
it.
replacement, their current drummer, who was the original vocalist, Francesco Paoli,
Don't even try.
will return to the microphone.
Yeah, Francisco.
And the band has welcomed new drummer David Felicito and new guitar player Fabio Bartelli.
Super Italian dudes.
Hey, forget about it. Hey. Super Italian
yeah.
over here. Hey.
So, singer, guitar player left. The drummer is now going back to vocals, and they got a new drummer and new guitar player to fill the positions.
Oh my gosh.
That's
And they
interesting.
still have that creepy piano player.
If only In Flames could do that.
Have a creepy piano player?
No, get rid of everybody.
Bjorn can go back to drums.
Well, I'm
Jesper
pretty
and-
sure the problem is what's their vocal's name, Anders. Or whatever.
Anders.
I'm pretty sure he's the problem.
He goes back to Dark Tranquility.
No, that band is phenomenal as they are right
I'm
now.
just
Leave
fucking
them.
around, man.
That would be awesome.
Don't mess with one of my favorite bands.
I'm just messing around.
All right, dude.
And you got some, this is the random news.
That was
What-
it with the random news.
Just one random news for me?
It's been slow.
All right. Well, we got a pick. What are you playing tonight?
I brought a band called Poison Headache
Poison Headache. Okay.
That's what I feel like I have
from
right now.
San Diego, California.
Also known as a whale's vagina.
Yes.
Ah.
But it's kind of like hardcore punk with like some grind influences.
Magruder grind?
I
like
love
Magruder
Magruder grind.
Hell yeah.
Wow. It's like you guys are twins and you just
I
found
saw
each
them
other.
twice.
Only saw them
phenomenal.
once. Fun band.
For the listeners, Derek just made the face of him coming in his pants when he rolled
Oh,
his eyes,
God. That's what I just witnessed?
talking about how he's
My
seen Magruder grind
eyes.
twice.
Magruder grind's awesome. But the song is
Jesus Christ.
exactly the song is
Oh.
The song is called "Rot with Me" off their self-titled album.
It's 7
And-
seconds long.
Their vocalist is actually the former bass player of As I Lay Dying.
Really? Which one? The one that could sing or the one that tried to
Phil-
sing and failed?
Phil Segroso, who is also part of Woven War,
No, the one that can sing.
and
The
he
one-
was in Nails. He was in Nails and everything else. So this is his other band.
All right.
But that guy was in Nails?
Yep.
Yeah.
Live.
Here
Yeah,
we
it was.
go, Derek. Thank you. And we're pushing play.
Burn
Hi, we're Debility, and I'm Zach.
I'm Sean.
Johnny Taco.
I'm Ryan. They've locked us in this room. There's no food in here. I'm cold and tired. They want us to tell you that you listen to the
Metal
Experience.
Experience.
Please send help.
That was my pick of the week. That was Poison Headache.
The Voice was your pick of the week. Your
Yes.
creepy. Okay.
Fuck you. Well, yes, that was my pick. It was
Poison Headache?
Poison Headache with the song Rot With Me.
And where are they from?
San Diego.
San Diego.
Good shit.
So you said that bassist is in Nails too?
He was their
Like the
live bass player.
Okay, not like the...
No. But he was also in As Daily 9 and Woven War.
But he was with Nails for a while.
Yeah.
Eh.
Since like 2016. Or
Like
2015.
a year.
A couple.
Year and a half. When I saw Nails...
That's a while for
when I
Nine
saw-
Inch Nails.
When I saw Nails earlier this year, he was not playing with them.
Oh, okay.
So. But yeah, enough
Sweet.
about me.
Well, you guys got some shows coming up, right?
We actually do. We only have two because we're like kind of we're waiting for the album to really drop before we start like crazy booking shows.
Before you drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, before we drop like it's hot because we have to have a really killer CD release show around it. But we got two shows booked right now. We got one coming up Sunday, November 12th
Sunday.
at the Livewire Lounge in Chicago, Illinois. 3394 North Milwaukee Avenue in Chicago, Illinois.
It's
Dive
pronounced-
Bomb Records presents Zephaniah with Scars of Armageddon and Guardsman.
On guard.
I've done that a few times, can you tell?
Yeah,
And
you
then,
should do this every week for us.
Yeah, right. And then the
Just
next,
come on and announce Scars of Armageddon shows.
I mean, I should.
In this
I don't even do.
Oh, you're
I rarely
skipping your
even do
show
those.
tonight,
I
aren't
rarely
you?
even do those on my show. Yeah, my radio show is usually tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave up your show to be
I
with us.
did.
Thanks,
Dankeschön.
George.
You're welcome. In fact, everyone on the radio or on the station was like, "Yo, you don't ever do interviews with us. What the fuck?"
well, we're gonna have to give up a Tuesday night and come on your show.
Absolutely, that'd be
And you're
fun.
gonna have to give yourself a plug.
We're
once
free
you're
on
done.
Halloween. Are you?
I'm not actually.
Oh, well.
And then that next Friday, actually, we're playing out in Indiana at the Silver Buckle Saloon with
Silver Buckle Saloon.
with our friends in Stream King and Shocker, and then Dark Trilogy is opening up the show. So that'll be fun. We've never played out there, so that should be a fun time. You guys in Scream King is always really cool to play with, and so is Shocker. They're good friends of ours.
What's the timeline on that one? Because looking at that, it almost looks like we're opening that show.
No, we play third.
Oh, okay.
We play like we play right before Scream King.
Oh, all right.
We go on at 10 p.m. if anyone wants to come out.
10 p.m.
Out in Indiana at the Silver Buckle Saloon.
Yar.
Me mateys.
And George, give a plug to the radio show you do.
Yes, I do the Progressive Power Hour every Tuesday night on AsgardRadio.com.
God.
I said 8 to 10 p.m., right? Yeah, cool.
Not to be confused with.
And
I've been drinking. What do you want?
how can people tune in?
Go to use the TuneIn app. That's always fun. Or you can download the Asgard Radio app if you have an iPhone or Android provider in the App Store. It's free. It's awesome.
Yep.
Because unfortunately, we don't actually have you can't actually listen through AsgardRadio.com.
No.
But there's a lot of really cool stuff on that website. Pictures, we cover shows, and all kinds of fun stuff.
Sweet.
Yep.
Well, thank you for taking
You are welcome.
your time out of your day.
It's fun. Nah, hanging out with you guys is always awesome.
Yeah, dude. Thanks. Canceling your show to come hang with us.
It's all good.
Fuck, man. We should have just done them together.
Yeah.
A simultaneous.
A 4-hour extravaganza.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
I'm down. Set it up, Morgan. You'll be talking to Morgan.
All right. Your people call my people. We'll figure it out.
I'm right here.
Morgan's
What happens if I have no people?
You're fine.
Damn.
So I was going to ask you guys the distribution deal that you guys got.
Yes.
I don't know how much you're able to disclose because obviously you guys are probably under contract. But how does it work on your end? Because it's not. Because when we scheduled this interview, it was before that happened, and I had to message you guys going, does this mean you're going to still come on? Because I know some people have, like, you can't say certain things, you can't do certain things, but you guys seem to have a pretty open contract. So
the label's been pretty cool with pretty much anything we wanted to do. Yeah, they've been really awesome to work with, and it's going to be a sweet partnership. Mainly, especially for the distribution end of it, because that's what it is. So, we still own all of our music and everything like that. Really, they're just pressing it and releasing it to the world.
do they help you get shows in Europe?
No.
No.
Not yet, but that would be very awesome because we do need to get over there.
Yeah.
It's like, here you
That
guys
is
go.
our 2-year goal is to get over to Europe.
It's like, here you go. You guys are playing Vakken Open Air.
That would be very awesome. I mean, like we've been contacted by promoters and stuff about like playing Japan and shit like that.
Awesome.
But like,
Yeah, that was a long and weak
it's not
discussion.
like hey, come to Japan and like you just have to pay for your plane ticket and come here and like do that. No, you got to pay for your gear rentals. You got to pay for your transportation and all that kind of shit.
It was ridiculous.
It was like. It wasn't like it made zero financial sense to do some of the things we've been offered.
Definitely not cost effective.
No.
But when George wins the lottery,
$18,000.
Yes, when I win the lotto, everything will happen. We're just gonna like go buy one of those like $500,000 tour buses, and I'm just gonna call up every like House of Blues. Like we're playing here on Thursday night. Cool, thanks.
How about one of those ones that can go on the water?
I'm gonna drive
one
to
of like
Japan.
the ducks from like the Dells.
No, they have like those big like Winnebagos that actually you just drive them on the water and they're like boats.
That
So
sounds
you're
kinda
saying
cool,
you'll
actually.
drive from like California to like Japan?
I
No,
don't
you're
think
going to
that
schedule
would
Dave's
make sense.
cruise, the next one he takes, with your band equipment, and it'll drop you where you guys need to play. You're playing the
Dave, go on the
islands for a
cruise and
week.
we'll just
You could
go
hide
that
in
way.
all the band gear.
Yeah, come on,
That sounds
easy.
like a
You can play the
fantastic
cruise
idea.
all weekend.
Actually, it'd just be really cool to get on like 70,000 tons.
That's what I was going to say. Why aren't you doing that? And just that's your vacation, David.
I wish
We're
Barge
like-
to Hell was back.
I'm
Next year?
Barge
Next year
to
goal
Hell.
for
That
next
was like
year?
the all death metal one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I like death metal, but I don't think I could handle it for 5 days straight. I'd probably wanna
24/7.
I'd want to
Yeah,
stab my
when you're
eyes
sleeping.
and ears out. I would not be able to do that.
There was not enough booze on that boat.
70,000 tons does it right. If you can't find like 20 bands on that you like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, like back when Sodom played nonstop.
what'd you say?
Nonstop
Actually,
Sodom.
I don't know if you
Are
pay
you laughing
attention to
and you
the-
weren't even there?
Yes.
You don't even.
I don't know if you pay attention to the lineups of 70,000 tons, but Swallow the Sun is actually playing 3 sets this year because their new album.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, they're playing their new album, which is a triple disc, 3 albums in one. They're playing
What?
3 sets, the entire album over the course of the cruise. It's
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
I almost want to go just for that, but I'll be at Prague Power instead.
Prague
Still
Power.
jealous? I'm still jealous you're going.
Plug.
You know, I got to drive later.
So
Steve,
let's
thanks,
let's
buddy.
play another
Pyramid?
track. Are
Pyramid?
we allowed to play more?
Yeah, play one more, sure.
Okay. So we can play the old stuff if we have to. But what is?
Let's play. Which one should we play, Paul?
The heavily
What's another
edited
good ditty?
preview.
Good Day to Die?
No, let's play something else.
Something else new or something else that we can.
The heavily edited
And
versions.
you're thinking hard.
And
Nuclear-
let's play.
Nuclear Christels Part 2.
You know what? Yeah, we could do that. Because
Yeah.
I don't think we played that many times live.
No, we've never played this one live, actually.
Okay. All right.
So, another long
nail on
story
the
short, all of our songs start off with joke titles. And
I was gonna say I didn't read that title.
And the
on your CD.
only song that's ever kept its joke title was Nuclear Christ Elves.
Yeah.
Which is a song I actually wrote the lyrics for. I wrote it after a 15-hour overnight one night. And it's literally about little glowing elves running around because we play power metal, you can't take yourself seriously. So it's going to be part of a trilogy, but part 2 is on this album, and it's called Elf Revolution.
So part one has not
are we
been written.
playing
Part-
them back to back?
No, part 1 was.
if you want to play them back to
I
back,
think we need to play.
I
think
honestly-
we need to play this as a
and this is
twofer.
part
I
2.
honestly
Nuclear
don't think
Christ Elves
have we even ever listened to these songs
with
back to back?
Elf Revolution.
I know we've played them at practice back to back, but I don't think I've ever listened to these 2 songs back to back.
Well, let's do it right now.
No. No, we
Yeah, let's
haven't.
do this.
No.
Yeah, Elf Revolution.
This is gonna blow your mind.
This is gonna be Nuclear Christ Elves off of Never Sleep Again, and then Elf Revolution off of Dead End.
All right. Well, Santa's watching. Here we go. We're pressing play.
From the forest born, no, not sure where they stay. Experimental freaks, we must find a way. We will seize the day and capture them.
We're Witherer. Hi, Witherer. And we're addicted to metal on the Metal Experience.
Back.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Did you hear those? Did you hear those bells jingling? It was almost like Christmas in your ears listening to that. We just heard
A twofer.
two tracks: Nuclear Christ Elves, followed by off of the new album Dead End. That was Elf Revolution, and they were back to back. So how was it?
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
I liked it a lot. That was pretty cool. See, I'm referring to Santa's Little Helpers, but I'm sure that's not the elf that you meant. But I did hear Christmas in Nuclear Christ Elves. So, what is the Elf Revolution?
What? This is when like the humans that are like trapped at the end of Nuclear Christ Elves escape, and they go back to their fortress, and then the elves attack their fortress. And like we were like, so I wrote the lyrics to the first one after a 15-hour overnight when I was kind of loopy. So I was very loopy. So it took like 5 times to write the lyrics to this one. But me and Dave was like, well, I want to write the lyrics with you this time. I was like, no, I got this. He's like, no, like, seriously, I want to write the lyrics with you this time. I'm like, all right. I'm like, so how do we do this? He's like, let's just get drunk. And I was like, so, yeah, obviously. So it took like 5 or 6 times, and there's actually some really funny video whenever I finish editing the making of the album that will actually make it. Because I set the camera to record us and forgot about it, and it like ran for 3.5 hours. And at some point, it just gets really good.
So what happens in the video?
You'll find out when you watch the making of the album.
Ooh. So is this album going to have eventually a DVD released with it?
It'll just be like a YouTube just a YouTube release of the making of album. I'll probably do it in like 3 or 4 parts.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I like that.
We're not big enough to be like, yo, Pure Steel. Like, we want a DVD to come with this album. There should be a deluxe edition, and like
the digipack.
Make the one song like a Japanese only exclusive.
Are you kidding? I thought the next part would be like an S&M thing. You guys gonna have a full orchestra. You're gonna go up there and do this awesome act and film it.
It's funny you say that because that is a dream of it's been a dream of mine to score a movie or something like that. So doing something with scars like that would be like phenomenal.
That would be cool.
George, we're gonna have to talk. I might know some people.
We got to get Metallica rich first.
Yeah.
Metallica rich.
Hood rich? What about hood rich?
I'd take hood rich at this point.
No more 40 hours.
That's just a lot of cocaine.
Rich.
On some 40s.
Well, Luco, it's about that time for you to talk.
Shit.
Does he have to?
But first, Greg's word of the day. Yes. What does Greg have for us today? Oh, mighty webmaster.
Collie wobbles.
What's a collie wobble?
Collie wobbles?
This is going to be extremely sexual. Get
Abdomen,
ready.
and especially in the stomach.
Say that again?
It's pain in the abdomen and especially in the stomach.
Oh no,
Belly
I got hit in the collywobbles.
Super lame. Thanks for being lame.
Anyone
Greg.
want to create a band called Collywobbles?
You're gay.
Sounds like
we looked
like
up
a kid
Nickelback
show.
on Urban Dictionary, and we found way better descriptions than Collywobbles.
Well, why don't you say the best Nickelback one?
I don't know. We'd have to go back to it. They were pretty good.
Well, while they're doing
We're
that,
not talking
we're gonna
shit about
cue it
Nickelback,
up
are we?
for Luco.
Let me say one. One was really good, though.
Okay, go for it.
Greg, type in Nickelback.
Are you ready?
Yeah, the Hawks won today.
They
Or
did.
the one-
Okay, here we go. Hold on. I'm scrolling down. So this one was...
Ow.
Calm down, dude.
So this is from Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dick Dictionary.
Nickelback, the act of sing or yelling while taking a large and painful crap. I had to Nickelback in your bathroom a minute ago. Sorry about the mess. Hold on. Hashtag blood. Hashtag crying. Hashtag agony. Hashtag bleeding. Hashtag blood. Hashtag oh yeah. Hashtag and don't fuck my mom.
Upper Decker's not in that?
And with that, it's time for Luco's Hey, Look What I Found.
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found!
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, this was from a Reverb Nation contest. They're the winners
Yes.
of the Reverb
So
Nation
last week-
contest.
Pronounced Weiner.
Last week we played our first winner, Parasite Inc. from Germany. This week
Achtung.
we have another winner, the second and last winner of that contest that we ran through the beginning of September. And there is another one that we're going to start doing at the end of this month for any band outside of Illinois and the United States and world, whatever. It's going to be
Outside
awesome.
the world.
So we're going to have
Outside
another.
the world.
I want some alien metal.
Should be easy with the flat Earth.
We're gonna choose another two
Martian
winners,
thrash.
but we've teamed up with Reverb Nation to help artists get found. So
grind.
this was another pick, and I just actually put an interview on our website with their vocalist as well under the Let's Chat Q&A sessions, which you can read. The album that this band has released, the review is getting written up right now by Connor, pleading with Iris right now, but unfortunately he is postponing it for a little bit because he had a death in the family and was unable to finish it on time. So he's still working on it, but
We wish him the best, too.
Yes, he's going through a little bit of a family situation right now. So with that being said, Luco?
All right, so the winner and this week's Hey Look What I Found is the band called Glass Hands from Indianapolis,
Indiana.
Duh.
He's
I'm a
like,
dummy.
is that Indiana?
Indianapolis, Florida.
Indianapolis, Indianapolisans. And we got a twofer for you. The songs Alone and Honest to God.
And these are off their album, Exit Letters.
Let's do it.
Scream We are all to try and overthink this life. We're selfish to trust our ghosts, even trust ourselves. There's nothing beside it and again. It's beyond us and everything else, leading us to hate ourselves and make this scene our home. Let's make this life our own. Let's play on the highway. Let it all go down. There's fire in the alleyway. If there's one thing that cuts deeper than this broken glass, it's the truth. There's no silence in the air. All this noise is too much to bear. Any more of this and you'll never listen. Sorry for yourself and understand. If you're honest to God, you'll see it through. If you're honest to God, faith will disappoint you. Red roses are white. We are separating the tendencies. Trust the rage, your sad. Trust the rage, your red heart fading. No more miracles to pray. No more constant irony. Just when you pray for despair, no one cares when you laugh in the face of the friendless. Just so you know, I can't quiet like a rough bed. I keep my sanity sheltered while you bury us. Where you made our crucifixion. There's no silence in the air. All this noise is too much to bear. Any more of this and you'll never listen. Sorry for yourself and understand. If you're honest to God, you'll see it through. If you're honest to God, faith will disappoint you.
Hi, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Ian.
I'm Derek.
And we are the Most of Me.
Stay tuned for our new EP, Quantum, and you are listening to
The Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, that was, again, the winner of the Reverb Nation contest. That was Glass Hands from Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't know why I can't say that. Indianapolis, Indiana.
It's a hard word.
No, it's not. I'm just a gooftard. And that was those were the songs Alone and Honest to God. I am Luke Blaze with Morgan Danielle, the chin hair of knowledge. And we are rocking out here on the Metal Experience. We are kicking it still with Scars of Armageddon.
And Megamo. And
Megamo.
Webmaster.
And Webmaster Greggy Poop Pants. Greg was just looking up Nickelback on Urban Dictionary. Actually, that was me.
Check this out. For some reason, this Frontier Airlines have really cheap airline tickets. And tell me if this sounds right. It's $9 for airfare, but $33 in taxes and fees.
That's still like $40 a flight.
Chicago to Las Vegas for $43.
What's wrong with that?
That's fantastic.
I don't have enough body
and then
armor to
it's
go there.
$235 for each bag.
I just backpack it.
What if my carry-ons are an AR-15, 50 cal, and
Too soon, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's
I'm
not
sorry.
go there.
My bad.
Well, let's talk more Scars of Armageddon because
under $100
this Frontier Airlines
there
thing.
and
We're
back.
not sponsored by them, Greg. We can't talk about airlines. They're not paying us money for this time.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuckers.
You guys have some awesome
Fuck
merch though.
Frontier.
People can buy
Frontier.
instead of Frontier airline tickets.
We do.
What can
You-
people
Yeah.
You can
buy from Scars of
You
Armageddon?
can buy T-shirts. You can buy sweatshirts. They're all at scarsofarmageddon.bandcamp.com.
You guys have
Nice.
sweaters?
We do have
Yeah.
sweatshirts. They're fantastic.
Not like hoodies.
He's
but
thinking like
sweatshirts.
sweaters, like
No.
knitted that
No.
your grandma makes you.
We don't have
got
sweaters
hoodies.
yet.
They'd be awesome to get some sweaters.
Hoodies.
Do you got ugly Christmas sweaters I can purchase?
Not yet. We have not jumped on that bandwagon.
You are
yet.
going to though because you have elf songs.
That is. Oh my god, that's a really good idea.
Limited print.
yeah.
Only make like 10 of them.
But
or
you can
15
make you
of
can
them.
make shirts that look like the sweaters. You
Oh,
know,
there
with
you
a
go.
sweater print
That
to
would
save
be
yourself
cheaper.
some money.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Although it'd be way
make some
cooler if they were
Christmas
like
swag.
knit sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get the itch factor in going.
Exactly.
The wool factor?
Yes.
Yeah.
The wool factor.
I don't know. We got a lot of things that are in the works. You know, koozies are coming out. The new shirts, possible new sweatshirts for the new album. There's all fun kinds of things we've got in the works.
Stickers.
Yeah, we have a new batch of stickers coming. We've been sold out of stickers for like a year now.
No, man, it's been like 3 years.
Has it been like
I
that?
still end up finding your stickers in our box to pass out. Like we'll be going
Nice.
through and be like, wait, there's another Scars sticker somehow.
Yeah,
Like,
they keep like somehow popping up. I keep finding them in random spots, and it's really fun when you go to really random venues, especially ones we've never played in, and you see our stickers. Like I've seen a few at like Tweeter. Oh, what is it now? Hollywood Casino
Yeah.
Amphitheater or whatever the fuck it's called in Tinley Park. There's a few there.
Your sticker played here before you did.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure there's some in Europe kicking around too.
One of our
be.
old favorite venues that we used to play a bunch was the Ultra Lounge in Chicago.
Oh my
Right by
gosh.
the Congress Theater.
Yeah.
And people used to send me pictures of the toilet all the time. Like, yo, man, I was taking a piss when I saw this. Congrats. Like, thanks. You pissed on our sticker. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Congrats.
Nice. What an accomplishment.
Yeah, right.
You guys are big time.
Imagine that one.
We've officially made it.
Imagine that
You've
one.
peed on our sticker.
Imagine that one person though that was like, "Yo, I'm gonna put this here." They had to touch all
right.
that stuff.
And that was Piss Talk on the Metal Experience, a short segment we like to do from time to time when we find your sticker in a bathroom.
The Piss Talk.
I was going to ask you guys also, you've had some time away from us to play some awesome shows. What has been right now, you would think, the biggest show that you've played or your favorite show that you've played?
Oh,
Paul
man.
didn't like any of them.
He's a bass player. He never plays good. I don't know.
Whoa.
I've been nice to you all night long. My favorite show is the one where he was actually not there for Hammerfall. Yeah, that was awesome.
That show sucked. No, I.
So are you saying it was a show that you guys didn't actually play? You were just there without
No,
George?
it was Scars has played one show without me.
Yeah.
I had my vacation booked. Me and my buddy Dave went to Boston for the Cubs Red Sox series, and literally like 3 days before we left, the guys at Concord hit us up and were like, "Yo, do you want to open up the Hammerfall show?" It was like, obviously we want to open up the show, but fuck, I'm gonna be in Boston. So my buddy Dan in the Aperture Schematic learned our entire set in 2 days and played the show without me. So that's your favorite show, asshole. I think my favorite show is still the Primal Fear show we played. That show was fantastic.
That was an awesome show. Besides all the gear hiccups.
Yeah, besides like my wireless cutting out in the first song, but
my head shat out.
Oh, yeah.
Completely just shat out. Stopped working. And took 2 years to figure out what the hell went wrong with it. And I just got it back like
That was a
3
really
weeks
good
ago?
show. And then the show we played with Riot at Reggie's was really good.
Yeah.
The response was the best. It's really funny because, like, I don't know, Chicago.
Was that the System of a Down response?
No.
It sound like System of a Down.
Right?
I mean,
No.
it's funny because I mean, it's not really funny, but like the best shows we play are the ones with like the old school metal bands. Like we played with Anvil, that show was awesome. Playing with Riot out of New York was awesome. Well, there was other things about that show that were not awesome. Like having to play a 20-minute set last minute because some band didn't want to go on past 10 o'clock at night because it was past their bedtimes.
Yeah, but we're looking at our watches going, what time is it? It's like 12:15. And they're still, fuck this, Canada, that, and blah, 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 and maple syrup and hockey.
You hosers.
Yeah, but no, yeah. And then another one of my favorite shows was up at the now closed Metal Grill in Cooney, Wisconsin with Steve Grimmon's Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
that was a
sucks so
great
much.
show.
That was an awesome. I miss that place.
It was a fun venue.
Lot. That was awesome.
Great show.
Yeah, it's Batakawa on
Yeah,
tap there.
the old school metalheads love us.
Oh yeah,
it's great.
Well, maybe Quiet Riot will take you on at Brower House if you ask him to play.
And you could say, hey, bang your head.
We played with Anvil. We're doing Quiet Riot next.
Quiet Riot. Who's even
Frank
in that band
Bonelli?
anymore?
Isn't it Frank Bonelli?
Something like that.
I will look it up.
Like,
Too bad Dave's not here. He probably knows this off the
He
top
would
of
know
his head.
exactly who it was,
yeah,
and
he
he would
would.
he'd be blowing him.
Speaking of Dave,
But like, how are they?
God, yes, we have
even
to
the
go play that show.
thanks
even
for
the-
joining us, Dave.
Even the Arcada
for
Theater
joining
would
us
have
today.
them. I'm joining you from a
Disney cruise, obviously.
You weren't supposed to tell everyone it was a Disney cruise. We were trying to be nice.
It's like he took Mickey with him.
That was the best impersonation of Dave ever.
We're not affiliated with Disney, so please don't talk about Disney.
Oh, so James Durbin from American Idol is the vocals of Quiet Riot right now.
They're pulling a queen.
No, that's actually really cool because James Durbin kicks ass. I saw him at Austin's Fuel Room like 3 years ago, and he was out of this world.
Yeah, so he's the vocalist. Frankie Bonelli is still the drummer. Alex Grossi on guitars, and then Chuck Wright, who's the original bass player.
I would almost go to that, but I'm not going to.
Can Dave come back really quick, Paul?
Oh, yes. Dave, we were meaning to ask you because Megamo had told us before the show that you actually joined Active Destruction.
I did.
Oh, I did play the guitars.
I like to touch the Bravo Brothers Chinese. Oh.
I'm glad you said that, not me.
Well, that's great news. So for those wanting to see Active Destruction, make sure you say hi to Dave as well.
Yes, and I think I mentioned earlier, they're recording a brand new EP right now, and it's awesome.
It kicks ass.
It's very different for them, but everyone's going to like it a lot. It's really killer.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it too. But I'm also really excited for the official release of Dead End for
Us
Scars
too.
of Armageddon.
Oh,
this
yeah.
has been a long time coming. I remember.
Trust me, us too. We've had
ran-
this album done for like 8 months now.
We ran into Dave, and I think you were at the same show, Paul. But I can't remember what show it was.
Oh,
we
was
were
that
at
the,
Reggie's.
It was Angel Vivaldi.
Yeah,
Yes.
like,
yeah.
Pliny.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it
it
was a Pliny
wasn't
show.
that.
Yeah.
What?
When were you at Angel
No,
Vivaldi?
it wasn't that one.
Oh.
It was at Reggie's, and we ran into Dave, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're working on the album, but before we release it, we're gonna try to fish it to labels and see what happens." and
Was that?
I want to say it was
God
Flesh God,
Apocalypse?
and that was like last March.
No, it wasn't me then.
Well, I thought somebody else, and maybe it was just Dave that we ran into
Probably.
with a few other people. But Dave was
He
telling
did
us
stop
about
at
the
that
new
show, I
album.
think, because
Yeah, he did go to that show.
didn't Beyond Death or someone open that show?
Yes,
There was a reason he was there.
yes, it was Beyond Death.
Yeah.
And
I know, and I don't know why I forget it.
Discarnate.
Discarnate. Yes.
Discarnate.
That's why, because Dave was friends with one of the dudes in that band too.
Yes, but it'll be very exciting.
Ding,
and
ding.
when will you know for sure when you're releasing the album?
Everyone should know all the details by the end of October.
Okay. But
Hopefully.
it will be released for
Yeah,
stocking
it is
stuffer.
actually finally coming out.
It will be
It's gonna
out this year.
Very exciting. And you'll
At
have
some point.
pre-orders
No, they're gonna
then to have physical copies when
Yep,
that happens?
everyone will be able to pre-order the album through Pure Steel, and you will be able to pick it up at shows and all of that fun stuff as well.
Oh, speaking of that, whoever did help in with the what was that thing called that we did for it?
GoFundMe?
Yeah.
We did it.
That thing.
We did an Indiegogo like 2 years ago to do the sweatshirts because everyone wanted them, but they're super expensive. And there was a tier, so everyone that pledged that tier will be getting a phone call very soon to come to the pre-album release party that we will be having. And we're looking into doing an actual album, like an album listening party too. And then we have most of the bands confirmed, and then as soon as we have a release date, we will be announcing the album release show as well.
Dun, 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 dun.
And where can everybody find everything Scars of Armageddon on the internet?
Facebook.
Think about that really hard,
Jesus
George.
Christ. No, Paulie looked like he was going to speak, and I was like, you know all of these? That's awesome. And then he just
He's
opened
like,
his
nope,
mouth
it's all
and was
you,
like,
George.
yep, I don't know.
No, I don't.
Dave, do you know?
Does Dave know where they're at?
You can go to facebook.com/Scars of Armageddon. You go to, facebook.com/Scars of Armageddon. ScarsofArmageddon.bandcamp.com. That's where you can buy all of our merch and stuff like that. We're also on, we're everywhere. We're on Amazon, Reverb Nation. We have a YouTube channel.
iTunes?
We're on iTunes.
Instagram.
We're on Pandora. We're on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's Scars of Armageddon. We post things from time to time. It's actually a really good page to follow because it's mainly videos of Dave really drunk dancing to like Backstreet Boys songs.
Oh my God.
And rapping.
And I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like you
I
should
love
definitely
Backstreet
follow us on
Boys.
Instagram.
Oh, what was it?
We're
when,
not on Snapchat because that shit is lame as shit.
Belinda Carlisle?
Oh, there's a Belinda
Yeah,
Carlisle
Belinda
there's a
Carlisle
spot
cover.
too. Oh yeah.
All
All kinds of fun stuff with Dave.
Nice.
Yeah, Heaven, yeah.
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 That one? Belinda?
I might be in that one.
You are in that one. Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you if you were dancing that one. I would be dancing to that one. That one's a jam.
Yeah.
It's not a hard song to play.
No.
It's
Most
not.
of the Instagram channel is just Dave doing really stupid shit at band practice.
Good.
I might get an Instagram just to follow you guys.
You should. We're not on Snapchat because, like I said, that shit's lame.
No Snapchat.
But yeah, we're not on Twitter either. But you can find me. I'm at _ George Lohan.
And then where can everybody, again, find your personal radio show?
AsgardRadio.com.
And your call.
And you can like us on Facebook too. I have the Progressive Power Hour page on Facebook as well. That's where we, shoot the shit and talk some fuck during the show every Tuesday night, 8 to 10 p.m.
And thank you again for giving up your own show tonight to
Yeah,
be with
thank
us. That means a lot.
Well, of course, hanging
So
out with you guys is
we'll
always
crash
fun.
on your show for sure.
Yeah, we don't see you guys that often anymore, so
I know.
it's always fun to see you.
sad.
So busy.
Well, I do have a few announcements before the end of the night, and then we'll listen to one more track by Scars of Armageddon to
Cool.
end the evening.
And you know what? It only took 3 times of you guys coming on before she could pronounce the word Armageddon correctly.
Armageddon.
That's okay.
Say it
People
with me.
still don't
Arm.
spell it right.
Armageddon.
I was going to
Get
say, the amount of venues that can't even spell Armageddon is hilarious. So being able to like mispronounce it is still cool with me.
I double check every single time I spell it.
And how
It's
many
still a
times
tough word.
We walk in with the hoodies or wearing our shirt, or someone else is wearing their shirt. You would think you'd pick up on how to spell it just from
You
that.
think
No.
so?
Or the word,
Yeah,
or
no.
just spell check the word Armageddon.
That's true too.
Armageddon.
That's true too.
Armageddon?
God, what's the funniest spelling we've ever seen of our name?
2 T's, not D's.
We've seen that.
Yeah.
That's how Morgan would pronounce it.
But I know that they're
Armageddon-
D's.
Gideon.
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Gettion.
Armageddon. I think it was.
Thanks for calling me out, asshole.
I've seen 2 D's EON.
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Isn't that the Swedish melodic death metal band?
Probably, I don't know. The
Armageddon.
biggest perpetrator of that is Penny Road Pub. We love Penny Road Pub,
Yeah.
but
Thanks,
Kelly
guys.
and whoever does that can never get our name right.
Hope it's not Lucas. We like you, dude.
Yeah, Luke is our man. Best sound dude in like the greater Chicagoland area.
Well, just a few quick announcements for the end of the night here. Starting off with our friends in Prison City Brigade. They're going to be on our show on November 7th. They have just announced that they are being represented now by From the Depth Entertainment. So looking forward to seeing what that is going to help push more shows, more opportunities for the band. So congratulations to them. Also,
Brandon and Eddie.
Brandon and Eddie, of course, wanted to announce here that our friends in So-Called Saints have unfortunately decided to cancel their appearance at the Hollow Scream 2017 show in Madison, Wisconsin, and it is because there is a benefit October 21st for Emily Dull and her family that they're working on putting together. She is the missing woman from the Rockford area that they are friends with, so they're helping put together a benefit show for them.
And those
they
guys
said they're going to be returning very soon to that area. They apologize, and they hope you can understand that the family is in dire need of their help.
Those guys play benefits. That's like all they do.
That's
I
the
feel
whole
like.
Rockford scene.
Yeah.
That's
So-Called
them, the
Saints,
most
they're
of me,
always playing benefit
Genotype,
shows.
all of our
Yeah.
Rockford scene friends play a ton of benefit shows. So good for them. We're really happy to see them being active in their community, especially in times of distress and a need, especially in this cases too. And we wish the best for Emily and her family, especially during this time, knowing all the stuff that's happened within this past weekend for them. Also wanted to announce that next week we are going to have Hemi on with us for their 4th time. They have a new album coming out very soon as well, so we're going to catch up with them. Very excited because it's also been a couple years since
I remember my first beer.
they've been here.
Nice.
So we're going to catch up with Hemi. And Victims is playing within the Ruins, Enterprise Earth, Aversion's Crown, and Currents, happening November 18th at The Wire in Berwyn. So if you're interested in buying tickets off them for a discount, you can. And for this week only, that is probably until Saturday, every ticket comes with a free CD.
Damn.
Isn't that awesome?
It's awesome.
So hit up Victims for that opportunity. That's going to be an awesome show for sure. And then I think that's all I got for today. Don't forget to come next week to Fitz' Spirit Keys in Elmhurst to hang out with us every Tuesday night from 8 till about 10:30 as we interview bands and hang out, talk metal, play some awesome tunes. And like I said, Hemi is next week. Hemi.
Is Sean coming out?
I don't know.
I should pick him up. We'll carpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only live blocks away from each other. You should. But that's all I got. And now we are going to play one last track from Scars of Armageddon.
Yeah.
This is an oldie and a goodie off of your first.
Yeah, you can't hear any more stuff till you actually buy the album.
Yeah.
I know.
You
but
can't hear the full length version.
Yeah, the 24-minute track.
Well, we
can't
forgot.
play.
Well, the last one, what was the last one we played? Alpha Revolution. That one split down from 22 minutes to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a big one. So
yeah, we had to do radio edits of every single song for the album. Otherwise, it wouldn't fit. And we're not like, Iron Maiden. We can't release double albums here.
But thank you for sharing what you could. It's really exciting, and I can't wait to officially see the release. But this is off of Never Sleep Again. What is this last track called?
This is the first song we ever wrote. This is Our Dying Day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming out.
You, yeah, thanks for having us.
Congratulations on all the exciting things. Be sure.
Next time we'll come back. It'll be for the third album. We'll bring the other 2 idiots with us.
Yes.
Maybe
yeah,
not.
let's make sure Dave's not on vacation. let's make sure he
Or if he is
schedules
on
that after
he's
the
actually
interview.
he's really bad at booking because we actually had a show that we were supposed to play like this Saturday. And we booked it, and then he was like 2 weeks later, oh, by the way, I'm going to be on a cruise. I can't play that show. Like, thanks, asshole.
Hey,
So-
but if he does go on a cruise, hopefully he takes you guys.
Yeah, it'll be
I don't wanna be
70,000 tons of metal, and they're going to be
hang out with
playing
70,000 tons of scars.
70,000 tons of scars.
Hey, what's that little dinghy
Hey, there you go.
trailing behind the boat? Oh, that's Dave's dinghy.
Dave's dinghy.
He's out there somewhere. We just
I
reel
guess-
him in every once in a while.
I guess next time we come on, we'll let him out of the trunk for an interview.
Perfect.
He's in the trunk. He's
That's
not
where we
actually on a
usually
cruise.
put him because we can't put him anywhere else.
Well, here it is. Here is Our Dying Day by Scars of Armageddon. Thank you guys so much.
Yep.
Good
Cheers,
night.
guys.